II. World War II. If the party had not approved Sechenal's project to roboticize the troops in the latest 30s, a rhetorical report with designation 5P at the Academy of Consequences. Stage 1. Defeat. Due to the novelty of technology and the weak adaptation of our manufacturing capabilities, the robots turn out to be unable to resist Wehrmacht's forces, and initial casualties are colossal. The Soviet Union loses all its territory up into Moscow. Stage 2. Regrouping. Towards the middle of the war, human casualties and pressure from the Reich became so great that the Red Army's only salvation lies in building more advanced combat robots in order to make up for lost soldiers. The process of manufacturing new combat robots... Oh, it's time for me to deal with the dog. I will continue reading this World War II one in a few minutes. We'll get sentences in Serbian, and we have to translate. Serbian is Latin, then? I didn't think that. But anyway, I have to take a couple of minutes break. I will be back in a couple of minutes. Then we're going to do some more reading and watching videos. Won't be long. Video. Time to read some more. Just 1 second. Sam wouldn't let me carry on streaming. But I'm back. Okay. All right, more reading. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get through this. I want to hear about what happened at World War II. So they built robots. They weren't very good. They got defeated. Stage 2, regrouping. Towards the middle of the war, human casualties and pressure from the Reich became so great, the Red Army's one salvation lied in building more advanced combat robots in order to make up lost soldiers. The process of manufacturing new combat robots is reformed and enhanced in the Urals and Siberia. Stage 3, respite. Seeing the Union's defeat and refusing to believe in upcoming robot upgrades, Allied troops concentrate the forces and become more aggressive since they understand that the Red Army will no longer be cannon fodder in the European war. The Reich halts its advance deep into the Soviet Union and switches to the Western Front. Stage 4, breaking point. Massive battalions of robotic troops and various functions carry out highly effective sudden attacks, reclaiming our captured territory in a matter of weeks. In the winter, their mobility and lack of reliance on food and medicine give Soviet machines a massive advantage. Stage 5, victory. Before the creation of the V-2 rocket and the failure of the Brown Plague, the Soviet robots liberate most of Europe since the world's population is never reduced by illness. Since the world's population is never reduced by illness, we find ourselves in a fragile world where a weakened Soviet Union is forced to rely on the might of its technology. Interesting reading. Let's watch this.
Let's give this one a spin.
Procedure. Implant the Voskhod neuropolymer brain function extension. Objective. Total elimination of destructive impulses triggered by traumatic memories. Patient, Major Sergei Nechayev. Codename, Plutonium. Attempt number 3. The first 2 operations were unsuccessful. The patient suffered a severe brain injury in Bulgaria, which could not be repaired. The damage is of such severity that the patient will likely have to be euthanized.
Did you hear that? He wanted to kill you.
The frontal lobes are partially destroyed, causing the patient to experience bouts of uncontrollable rage. The patient's steel prostheses render him dangerous to those around him.
And that's about your seizures.
Why are you angry at him?
Due to the incidence of temporary insanity, the patient is immersed in a surreal psychedelic reality that prevents him from accepting the consequences of his aggressive behavior.
I don't get it. Can you translate for me?
You're not gonna like it.
The patient experiences intense hallucinations. Did you see your wife again, my boy?
How did you know that?
Yet a Voskhod implant will give the patient artificial memories and allow him to overcome his obsession with his deceased wife.
Your wife.
It's all bullshit. I've never been married.
With Voskhod, we can send the agent's consciousness into the imaginary world of limbo via a pulse aimed directly at his pituitary gland, switching the Major into combat mode on command. I'd like to add that I am strongly opposed.
What a load of crap. I mean, there's no fucking way.
I'm afraid there is. Sechenov can send your mind to your own private paradise with the push of a button.
That's what he was doing.
And my body?
Your body will kill whoever he tells it to.
Oh no. It was us
Fucking
doing all
bullshit.
that rubbish.
What about the hallucinations? Are they also Sechenov?
No. The hallucinations are just your brain's defense mechanism.
Why the hell should I believe any of this? The boss would never do this to me.
Yeah, right. Just like he'd never wipe your wife's existence from your memory. Just like he'd never design Collective to be a mind control system.
Who said Sechenov did any of that stuff? You can't even tell who's in that chair.
If you don't believe me, go ask him.
I feel like that bang could have been louder.
What's the plan, Major?
He's waiting for us at Chelomey. If we want to stop Sechenov, we'll have to string him along.
So you bring me there as your captive, and then what?
2 seconds, Mike.
And then we play it by ear.
You raise a good point about depression. I'm with you. I've never personally suffered from it. But I know it exists. I know people suffer from it quite substantially. But I don't have any subjective experience of it, so it's hard for me to actually understand it. So we're in the same boat. If you are above or below average, you deserve to have... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, he doesn't sound like a good person to speak to. And which game are we going to play next? I'm not sure. It's getting close to the end of Atomic Heart. I need to start thinking about what to play next. There's quite a few things. He's like Tate wannabe. Yeah, it sounds like it. There's quite a few games on the list.
So that's how it is, Major. Think it over while I try to hack this elevator and get us back to the surface.
Uh-huh. Paying attention now, dickbag?
Major, I have no data about this incident.
Trying to make a monkey out of me, are you? Well, join the club. Don't have any data, huh? You've always known about all this. There's a reason you're called Charless, right? You're Char-a-ton. Zaharov, you son of a bitch. Got an explanation? Huh?
There's nothing to explain, Major. You're just as much a Charless to me as I am a perfect stranger to you. First, Sechenov murdered me. Then he turned me into a blob of polymer goo. Then he brainwashed you and manipulated you. How could I trust either of you? That's why I pretended to be the chatting artificial librarian. I wanted to see who was who.
Yeah, well...
Fallout 4? Could be.
I guess I would have done the same.
Good suggestion.
So what are we gonna do now, huh?
What else can we do, Sergei? You and I are friends now, and we know the truth. We need to get to Sechenov, rectify this injustice, and get revenge for what he's done to us.
I guess you're right, Chariton. Justice does need to be done.
You're a good man, Comrade Major. I hate to say this, but you're the first functional example of an ordinary link in the collective network. On Monday, everyone who has undergone polymerization will become just as malleable as you.
Shit, I can't let that happen. Listen, the fucking gadget, the thought device, you can just take it off.
Unfortunately, that won't help anyone. It just makes things worse.
How come?
Because all your thoughts are useless. A polymerized person's signal will be transmitted to robots and other equipment via their thought controller. But it is not what makes them a part of Collective. The thought device can be removed, but this merely prevents the wearer from being able to make calls and give orders to machines.
So how is Sechenov gonna keep everybody under control?
It's the neuropolymer injection that makes people part of Collective. It embeds itself in the brain and connects it to the neural network once and for all. The effect of this injection cannot be undone. Everyone who gets an injection will be part of Collective forever.
But was I really married? What was my wife's name?
Ekaterina. And you aren't going to like what I'm about to tell you, Comrade Major.
She's
I've
the
heard that
robot.
before,
She was
but I
based on
doubt
the
anything
robot.
could surprise me now.
You and your wife served with the Argentum unit. Ekaterina, or Katya as you called her, was a highly qualified agent. As a child, she studied ballet and made significant
She's the
achievements
ballerina
in both
model.
dance and martial arts.
Ballet and martial arts. Are you trying to tell me the boss is metal twins? No way. This is total BS. The boss would never do something like that.
Just look at me, Comrade Major. After I died, my consciousness was transplanted into this glove. After your wife died, her consciousness could not be saved. But Sechenov uploaded an imprint of her professional skills into his bodyguard's matrices.
This is... Holy shit. Fuck me, this can't be a...
We've got a ride, Major. We can get out of here.
And she was just standing there the whole time. Oh dear. Do we read the rest? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I can do more. We'll just continue.
Are we done?
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
So we're gonna face
I'm
The
really
robots.
sorry you had to go through all this.
Sechenov.
Ah, shit! Oh, here we go again.
No, not now. Not here.
So when we saw this in the game previously, this is when he activated the combat center of my brain. And this is seemingly my brain's paradise.
We are all monsters in the dark, my boy. How many times have we talked about this? Each book from my father's library was nothing new but fragments of the knowledge I sought. I've spent my entire life putting those fragments back together, juxtaposing each scientific fact. And once I'd completed the puzzle, I found a book that now prevents me from sharing my knowledge. That book is human greed and human. People have no time to dedicate themselves to science. On the other side of the world, they're busy playing with money. And on this side, they're playing with the power of the masses. Science, shattered to pieces by the husks. No one has ever read. None of the social systems that exist now allow humanity to fully evolve. They are all get rid of money and let robots toil for us. Get rid of inequality and the lie of communism. Give people freedom of choice. Accelerate evolution. Share our knowledge with everyone and combine our minds into a single great collective.
Is this our path?
Then, science will start to flow within the minds of all the citizens of a unified nation. A great scientific union that encompasses the entire globe. Collective is the hand of goodness, and it
Oh no! She's gonna be dead when we wake up. She'll be in bits.
Dr. Sechenov just held a press conference in which he completely denied rumors about civilian robots malfunctioning at Facility 3826. The facility is back to full operational capacity, and the red alert will
Finally
be
back
lifted
with
very
us,
soon.
Sonny. You took a real
Collective
pounding, didn't you?
2.0 will be
You were pretty close
launched
to
as
staying there
planned.
for good.
Where?
You tell me. How am I supposed to know where you are when you're on the bloody rampage? You were a nice boy when my daughter was around, but ever since she passed away, you do nothing but sulk and fly off the handle at the drop of a hat. Nothing but blood and ripped off heads everywhere. Disgraceful.
What's your daughter got to do with me?
My Katinka. Our Katinka. They played hell with your memory, Sonny.
Lady, what are you talking about?
She was my daughter, but she was your...
Ekaterina Nechaeva, codename Blesna, member of the Argentum Spec Ops squad. So you must be...
Your mother-in-law, you stupid ignoramus. You worked for Sechenov until those Bulgarian terrorists blew you up. Katya didn't make it. Then Sechenov turned you into a monster.
Yeah, I may have heard something about that.
Why are you just sitting there if you already knew? I've been keeping an eye on you ever since.
An experience I hope
I figured there must
never
be some
to
humanity
feel myself,
somewhere in you.
Mike.
Sorry, lady, but you figured wrong. My past, my present, it's all gone. Wait, where's Larissa?
She's everywhere. You scattered her to the four winds.
Yeah.
Fuck. You got a gun, lady?
Does it look like I don't have one? What would you like?
Anything'll do. I just need to blow my head off.
Great idea. Just blow your own damn brains out and be done
Stand
with
down,
it.
lady.
Then Sechenov could turn everyone into mindless meatbags. First the Soviet Union, then the rest of the
Fine,
world.
I get it.
If you get it, then get up.
Fix
I'll
it.
give you weapons, lots of them. But only if you promise me you'll put that freak down once and for all.
How are we going to do that?
What's the matter? Cat got your
He
tongue?
can just switch us
Listen
with
to your
one
elders, Major.
tiny little
Comrade Sechenov's
switch.
deeds demand vengeance.
What is this shit, Sergei?
It is me, Zinaida. Chariton Zaharov.
Charity, you devil! You're alive!
In a sense, an evil wizard turned me into polymer goo.
Wait a fucking minute. Are you telling me you've known Granny Xena this whole time?
I'm not
Keeping
sure,
secrets
Mike.
can be very useful, Major. They haven't let us down yet.
Useful
Feels
to
like it.
who? You keeping secrets is letting me
Sechenov
down.
must be off his rocker if he's doing this kind of stuff to people. Wait a second. What about Katya, Kartinka? Could she still be alive?
It's possible, but in what state? Just look at me. I'm not sure I'm better off, but I don't have hard data at this time.
I'm begging you, Sergei. Sechenov has to die!
Jeez, get off my back already. Crispy critters. What the hell is going on around
There's
here?
a lot to the game.
On the one hand, I've got lying manipulative dicks who claim to be noble avengers.